Welcome back, party people. Now that I've spent 69 levels learning how to play this game, I feel like I should revisit things like the Arcane trial, because the way I do it now is very different from when I first started the game. And my characters are more powered up as well. So now, when I enter Arcane trial, before I used to look at the hero level of the opponent, now I look at their rating on the bottom. I feel like that's more important. Now, since these two are basically the same, I'm going to choose the lower level opponent. But generally, hero level is a big determining factor in how well you're going to do in a fight compared to the enemy. If there's a sizable difference, as there should be here, you should be able to destroy this group really fast. As you can see, Freya is pretty devastating. Now, in Arcane Trial, the most important thing is the first couple blessings. I want to say the first 3 blessings you get are really important. And what you're looking for is you're looking for legendary level blessings, and you want to keep buying the refresh here until you get one. And you're looking for 3 particular blessings. You're looking for the 2 that heal you. This is one. And then there's one blessing that gives you a shield at the beginning of battle. In the first 2 or 3 blessings, you want to pick up at least 2 of those, because the real danger in this map is that you're going to take cumulative damage over a bunch of different rounds of combat. So you may take some damage here because someone has reflect. You see how my Freya took some damage there because of the reflect? If you don't heal that off, then eventually that damage is going to add up, and you're going to get you're going to lose one of your characters because of it. So that's why it's really important that you get at least 2 heals or that 1 shield in the beginning, so that that damage doesn't add up over time and then eventually start taking out your characters. Now, another thing you could do is you could use a leech there, or end turn until you get back to your healer so your healer can heal up. But I feel like I don't want to waste my time with that. I'd rather just go for the blessing that heals you instead and try to lock that down in the first 2. That's typically what I do. And after that, it's a lot easier dealing with this. Now, at first, I was a little... Actually, that's a really good one. I'm going to go for this, because I have 3 shadow damage characters in my party, so that's going to boost the damage of 3 of my characters, and the first 3 that take a turn. So that's why I went with the shadow damage bonus. Now, another thing, right now all my characters are running speed gems, so there's a very strong likelihood that I'm going to be going first in these maps. But let's say I come across an opponent that goes before me and they take their turn first and then they kill one of my guys. It's not the end of the world. One thing you should realize is you can always back out of a fight before it ends, and it won't save the results, so it won't show that your guy died. And again, here I'm looking for another heal. Okay, this is the shield I was talking about. So this shield effectively gives you more hit points. So now, in my blessings, I have a heal at the end of combat, and I have a shield that comes in at the beginning of combat. So now I've got a buffer, so that even if I take some damage... By the way, whenever you see this choice, Angel's Grace or a battle, always take Angel's Grace, because if you look, the amount of mithril you get is going to be more from the Angel's Grace than if you complete the battle. Here it's only 25. If you do the Angel's Grace, it's more. It's hard to read that on mobile, but just trust me, it's more. So always take the Angel's Grace, and it saves you time. Now, here I'll give you an example of what I was talking about. Let's say that the opponent went first here and killed my guy, right? All you have to do is just retreat, and there's no penalty. You're back at this screen, and you can choose the other opponent if you want. So the only way that the game will save that you lost a character is if you actually let the round or the battle fully play out. So if you back out before the battle ends, it's not going to save, and it's like no harm, no foul. You just go back and you can either try again or use a different team or choose the other path so you don't have to deal with that guy. Those are all different options you can use if you're not fast enough. But typically you want to build up speed gems for your characters, especially the first like 2 characters, or the characters who are going to move first in your party, you want to give them speed gems so that the opponent doesn't take a turn before you in modes like Arcane Trial. So now that I have 2 of the heals out of the way, I can either get the 3rd one, or I can start going for damage bonuses or speed. I think penetration is pretty good, because that increases your damage output for all your characters. So I went with penetration. As you can see, I just got Freya yesterday, and she is really strong in this mode. I mean, she just starts melting people, and especially when you start giving her damage bonuses like the penetration, the Shadow Hero bonus, a Mage bonus, then it just snowballs from there. RSL, it's decent, but I'd rather have a offensive statistic. Okay, speed is really good. So now that I have plus 60 speed, actually when I get to merchants, I typically check. So I would consider buying a blue Libra here. And what I do is I back all the way out to my characters, and I look if anyone in my main party is wearing a blue Libra. And Lilith has one, but that's a speed gem, so it's not really, doesn't have to be Libra. Valkyrie has a Libra, but she's not in my main party. Okay, I'm not gonna do it for Valkyrie because I don't use her very often. So I'm not gonna buy anything from the merchant because it's not a potential upgrade for anyone in my main party. So instead I go back and choose the other path. I'm debating whether I should do a separate video on Freya or not. I feel like she's pretty strong, but I don't know. It would be a video of her just melting everybody, and that could be kind of boring after a while, don't you think? Let me know in the comments if you think I should do a Freya video. And here I'm just waiting for Dracula to wake up. So this is now Freya's Arcane Trial, because she just owns this mode. Only looking for legendary bonuses. The others are lower stats, so not really worth it. There's a mage damage bonus, so that's going to make Freya even stronger. And when you start giving her this many bonuses, plus her innate OP-ness from, you know, being so strong, this mode is just trivialized at this point. It's just a matter of waiting for Dracula's revive to go away. It's like I feel like I spent half my time waiting for him because he's invincible. So when I first started playing this game, I didn't spend as much time hunting for specific bonuses, and I just took whatever was in the first 3. I'd always choose the best one. And then what I was noticing is sometimes when I got towards the end, like the very last fight where the enemies are typically like 8,000 rating over you, sometimes they would go first because they're kind of like the top players on my server. And then they would own me, and you're kind of stuck at that point because you can't really do anything if they're going faster than you. So I learned that you have to really build up your characters, choose the right bonuses so that you don't have dead guys, you don't have people coming in at half health, and you have a lot of damage bonuses. So by the time you get to that fight, it kind of doesn't matter. So here's a 3rd heal. Actually, can I back out and not do that? I already chose it. That heal is unnecessary since I'm already at full health. And this is already the final battle. Let's see. Yeah, my first 4 characters are going first because I have that plus 60 speed bonus. And as you can see, like, now it's almost impossible to lose an Arcane Trial, assuming you choose the right bonuses. And if you have Freya, you know, she owns this mode, so that's my new way of doing Arcane Trial. Spend the gold to get the right bonuses in the beginning, and if you have Freya, then it's really easy. Okay, good luck, have fun, everybody.